day, everybody. We're here at the lovely and historic Bluebell Inn. And I don't know if you guys knew that the Bluebell Inn actually was the catalyst to rename Bluebell from Pigeon Town, was it? To Bluebell. And I think some celebrities may have stayed here in the past, but go to the website for all the historical information if you want more. So Bill O'Connell, our Director of Core Services, thanks so much for putting this together. I think it's really important that the community and the roster know, and they already do know, that not only GMSS and Safeguard and excellent in-house core services, but the lending team is best in class, and the professionals we have inside those four walls and how they make business happen every day is a story we need to tell, and we need, that needs to get out there.
Right.
So thanks for putting this together for me.
No problem.
So when I was in title before this, I was an independent guy, and I was trying to do business with all the top percentile agents across every brokerage. And I thought one of the biggest objections was convenience in-house. But when I got to know these gentlemen and the services that your core department provide, it's a lot more than convenience.
Yeah, I've been working with the Bluebell office for the last 9 years. So I've had a good history of watching the office evolve. When we took over the title company, we slowly incorporated our vision into the company on service first. And, as lenders, these guys have a ton of experience with using our company. Keith was just saying, hey, they did a closing and they were there till 8:30 at night on Friday of Labor Day weekend. So that's the kind of stuff that happens all the time. And I don't think they get enough credit for what they do to bring that service level there. Title is a commodity, so it's a service-driven industry. And if we don't provide that service, we wouldn't have the capture that we do. So last month, and this is a big producing office, we were somewhere around 80%. So 80% of all the transactions that came through that office went through Greater Montgomery Settlement Services. So that speaks volume to the staff that's there, and I can't brag enough about them. We're just thankful to be in business with this office. The culture is outstanding.
Great. So let's take a sec and let those that don't know Chris and Keith, give them a second to just talk about their background and why it's so important you're part of the Market Center.
Okay. No, thank you. For those who don't know me, my name's Chris Fretz. I'm with Mortgage Network. I've been writing loans in the southeastern Pennsylvania market for 19 years, and been a partner with Bluebell for about 3 years now. And I think the culture aspect is what attracted me to the office, 3 years ago. What Gary Keller's created with Keller Williams with the education piece and providing tools to help agents grow their business is just an amazing service. And I see, my role as a lender to take that homeowner and, get them to the finish line after the agent's done the hard work of finding them the home of their dreams.
You need to drink first. This is going to be long.
Keith Binsfeld, Cross Country Mortgage, Regional Vice President. I've had the privilege of being partnered with Keller Williams Bluebell for, I want to say about 5 or 6 years now. I don't actually look at us as in-house lenders, although we happen to have the privilege to sit there. Because when I hear the in-house lender, I think of some guy or girl just sitting at a desk waiting for something to happen. And I can tell you, at least with Chris and I, it's quite the opposite. That we are out there, we're advocating for our agents, we're selling those deals to the listing agents because we have a vested interest in the agent and the office. Yes, technically we have an office inside, but we work as hard, if not harder, than any mortgage professional outside of our conglomerate. So, and to speak to what Bill was saying about having the partnership with Title, I know my team's on a first name basis with our title company. So, when there's a hiccup, when there's something to be addressed, we're all on a first name basis and we're running down the hall and fixing the problem rather than, sending a bunch of emails. Or if there's an exception that needs to get made, you better believe it's getting made for my team or Chris's team to get the deal done.
So one thing I want to start with, and I've said this many a time, when I was working with agents, if I had to paint a broad stroke, Keller Williams agents understood reciprocity. What I mean by that is, regardless of having an existing relationship, if I gave them tangible value that helped their productivity branding, whatever it was to increase their performance, they found a way to work with me because they wanted to work with a professional that was equally driven, equally disciplined, and hyper-focused on, again, that result. If I'm that agent then, and I look at you guys at the top of your game, how do you, it seems like you've adopted that same mentality where you're in alignment and there's a cohesiveness, or you cohabitate. You're not, like you said, in-house, but you cohabitate, and you find a way to collaborate despite, like, I'm a competitive guy. An outsider looking at you could say you're competition, but you look at it a little differently, right? As far as how you collaborate and drive your services down to the agent.
So you mean Chris and I and the other, So we have a great relationship. In fact, you might find us at 6 or 7 o'clock at night pouring a cold beer, talking about what happened in the office during the day. So
right.
We share some stories.
Yeah.
But I think for Keith and I and the other in-house lenders, the true competition is in some ways just the information that the buyer has access to online, and we know that they're starting their search online, they're doing research, they're coming up with some ideas of what they can do, and now they come to buy a home here in southeastern Pennsylvania. And if they made a decision to work with a lender that's based out of Texas or Oklahoma or Washington State, that lender has no intimate knowledge of our market. They don't have any reputational risk if something goes wrong. They don't have experience working with the local title companies, and they don't have the name recognition. There's times where a listing agent will accept an offer just because they see that it's not only is it an in-house lender here at Keller, but it's also somebody who's been around and they've done business with us previously. So they know we have the ability to deliver if it's a tight time frame or a stacked deal where there's a couple contingent sales. They trust us to make it happen.